What's up, Pisces? Hope you are well. It is Mama Manifests here. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a reading for your energies in August 2020. So it's going to be an overview and, anything that comes up, we're going to see the guidance from the divine and the best way to navigate through that energy. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and jump right in. I'll move some of these cards back. And I hope you guys are doing well. It's been a time of transformation on this planet. And everybody is kind of feeling the growing pains from that. And so my hope is that you guys are doing well, staying grounded, even when the tougher energies and emotions start to come up, navigating your way through those instead of getting into, the easy fix or temptation or the easy way out. So I hope you guys are well. You guys are some of my absolutely favorite people. I love me a Pisces. Let's see what the overall energy is. All right, so we have the Two of Wands, and that's going to be your overall energy for the month of August. And, this is all about your passion, right? And staying in a place where you really don't feel like you can freely express your passion, and moving to a different, it's choosing a different path. It's like changing direction, mid-course. It's changing direction, and it might come as a surprise to you, and it might come as a surprise to those around you. But this is all about following what makes you feel good, as opposed to doing the same thing over and getting the same results. This is what change looks like. We'll see what more about what this is about than we have. So right out of the gate, we have a lot of fire energy. So I know as a reader that this has to do with your life force energy and, your passion, and either, not knowing where to put your passion, feeling like your passion for life is depleted. And that's all because you're not, putting it in a place where it fuels you back. Okay. And so then we have the Seven of Wands, and this is all about, feeling like people, are against you. And there may be a lot of people that feel like their energy is literally like they go out of their way to mess with your life and mess with your energy levels. And it could be through doing things. It could be through action. It could be through their opinions. It could be talking down to you. And this is just something that you have been dealing with, and you're tired of it. You're tired of it. You're tired of being in a place where this affects you and affects your energy levels and affects your passion. And you're willing to do something about it. You're willing to see things from a different perspective. And when you make that choice, you're going to find a lot of victory with it. Like, these people are all talk. They are all opinions. They're only judging you because they have nothing better to do with their life, right? They don't... They're judging themselves. Like, before they could even play you, Pisces, they're playing themselves, okay? So let's keep it moving. We have the Ten of Swords, right? This is coming up for a lot of signs. And you guys have been in, battle for quite some time. This is the card that is right before the transformation. We've already been through, feeling all tied up by our thoughts and our feelings. We've already went through, not being able to sleep at night, causing pain, not taking great care of ourselves. And this is really and it can be intense. It's an intense period, but it's the ending. It's what's prompting you to change course, right? It's what's prompting you to, because this is everybody working against you. Like I was talking about with the Seven of Wands, this is feeling like the entire world is against you. It's like, come at me. Who's gonna do something to me next? Who's gonna do it? And it's you. This is the feeling and the situation that is prompting you now in the month of August to stand up and stand up for yourself and do what's best for you, right? Because there is no place to go up from the Ten of Swords. It's a death and a rebirth. I love this. Ten of Cups. Because you're not finding fulfillment anymore in your life. Okay? And you're not satisfied. You've been settling, Pisces. You've been settling for things that I think you already know don't satisfy you. You've been settling for doing things the old way. Well, let me tell you something, Pisces. That's not going to work anymore. It's not going to work for any of us. As we go through this quarantine, as we go through this transformation, things are changing on a very collective level, on a world scale. But it's also, it's affecting our own personal lives, right? And this is prompting transformation. So we have a 10 and we have a 10. And so we are at the end of one cycle and we are beginning a new one. This old cycle includes people working against you and you being affected by that. It includes people betraying you and you constantly having to work against that. It's other people's opinions holding you back. And you're done with that. Because you do see maybe other people, maybe the divine has given you a vision of what your life is going to be like in the future that's filled with fulfillment, emotional fulfillment. So you're surrounded by things you love, you're doing the things you love, you have a family that you love, you feel supported, you feel safe. These are completely opposite of each other. Okay? This is what we're letting go of, and this is what we're choosing. We have the 3 of Wands. And so maybe, let's see here. You're focusing on the wrong things. It's like your vantage point is a little bit skewed, right? You haven't made this choice because you're still trying to figure out because you're resisting change, right? There's been some change or resistance to change, and that's understandable. We are all resistant to change to some degree. But it's like waiting for people to change, waiting for these people in this old cycle, waiting for these situations to just kind of figure themselves out, right? They're not going to, Pisces. They're not going to figure themselves out. You have to make the decision to do what's best for you and then be detached to what everybody else is doing, and everything in your own personal life is going to work out beautifully, right? You're going to get that fulfillment. But you have to do something different in the month of August. You have to choose to leave the past behind and to not be so affected by what this is, by people being against you, by, people working against you. That's not, they're learning their own lessons. But if you're just sitting here waiting for that to change by itself, it's just not going to happen, because you're seeing the truth, right? This is a breakthrough card. You're having, August is breakthrough, Pisces. Okay? You're seeing the truth about the situations of your life. You've been able to hide, how this is truly making you feel for quite some time. But it's just like the month of August, the divine is saying, wake up, Pisces, wake up. The power is in your hands, right? But you have to make a decision to open your mind and to follow what makes you feel good, as opposed to what the matrix or what the old way has taught you to think. And maybe everybody else isn't doing that. You don't need their approval. You don't need them to sign off the permission slip for you to go in a different direction. This is about you. If you don't take care of you, who's going to take care of you? If you don't make these decisions to really make the difference in your life, who's going to do it, Pisces? Who's going to do it? Wow. 10, 10, and 10. You guys have been constricted, super constricted, to feel so uncomfortable that it's just leaving you in this place where you see the truth now and you're going to transform. 10 of Pentacles, like I was talking about, this is where you're going. This is what you want. This is what you're working toward. This is what that feeling, that absent feeling inside of you, that void inside of you is wanting. This is what it wants. It wants self-love. It wants fulfillment. It wants security. It wants stability. It wants to come home every single night and knowing that it's a safe place to go, surrounded by people that we love and that we know are going to support us, not treat us like this. That's what we want. But you have to choose to follow what you know to be true. Wow, 10, 10, 10. King of Cups, Pisces. This is all about you mastering yourself, Pisces. This is all about not being affected by your emotions, right? Not letting those sweep you off your feet so that way you make bad decisions. This is all about mastering yourself, mastering your emotions, not caring what anybody else thinks, being the most authentic version of you, and feeling in control of your life. Not that just life is frivolously happening to you, Pisces. August is huge for you guys. Self-mastery, right? Wow. We have the archetypes. I love this for you guys. I absolutely love this for you guys. It's the ending. It's the ending of feeling that way. And it's not like the pain is going to immediately go away either, right? The transformation process, trying new things, is scary. Change can be uncomfortable. We can have perceived failures on our path. I've had many of them. We learn from them. We grow from them. But yeah, it's just that same place where you've always been. It's just like, it's not working. You might have been able to push it out, as long as possible, like resist it, but it's been made impossible for you from the divine. You've just been constricted so much that it's prompting your transformation, and I get it. Wow. I love this. This is an initiation card. This is agape. This is agape love. This is what I was talking about. This is where you're going. This is what you're working toward. This is having unconditional love for yourself and unconditional love for others, right? You are in the middle of an initiation, and while that is happening, it can seem insane. But you are moving into this place where you know that love is the answer, and love is what's going to fuel you, and love is available to you, and your life can be surrounded by love. It doesn't have to be surrounded by such craziness, bitterness, judgmentalness. You can have this in your life. Doesn't it just seem a lot more peaceful? Chakras aligned, unconditional love, safety, security. That's where you're going right now. It's huge. It's huge, Pisces. Yeah. And the divine is using, the fault line eventually cracks. And I just felt that. Like, I just felt that so much from you guys. You guys are just waiting for the ground to crack. It's like till the last minute. It's like you're the last people to leave when somebody, when the hurricane's coming. It's like nobody can get you to move. Well, it looks like in the month of August, you're going to be moving, because you're going to see that the foundation that you thought was so strong isn't as strong as you thought it was. And this is what it looks like, right? This is a blessing from the divine. I mean, everybody's going to this through a certain degree, but it looks like you guys are really going to that next level in August. Things are changing. You're changing. Embrace it. Embrace your authenticity. You guys are some of the most intuitive, creative, eclectic, like artists in all of the zodiac. You guys just have so much art, beauty to add to this world. And nobody can do it besides you guys. Let's jump in and get a fairy tale card. Pisces, August 2020. Pisces, August. Trust. Yeah, you're going to have to trust the process. You're going to have to trust that this is where you're going. I'm telling you that. And you're going to feel that inspired right now, but really sustaining the trust, right? The trust in the process, the trust in the change, the trust in where you're going, the trust that it takes to let go of the old and embrace the new. Sorry about that, Pisces. I got a phone call, forgot to put my phone on Do Not Disturb, and now we're back. We're back. All right, so on the bottom of the deck, we had the Goose Girl, right? And this is all about theft. And I just feel from this card in this moment that people have been taking from you, right? They've been taking your time. They've been taking your energy. They've been taking your power. You know, they've been taking from you your resources to be fulfilled. And so, yeah, I mean, you're making the choice to take your power back, even though you know that's going to include a lot of change, right? It's going to be including facing the things that are uncomfortable. The only reason these people can take this from you is because ultimately, at the end of the day, you don't have the defenses against it. Their opinions matter to you. You know, what they have to say, you know, matters to you, right? And that's the only way that people are really able to get into our life and take things away, is because at the end of the day, we allow them to do it in some way, shape, or form. It's probably a very unconscious thing for you. Can I please get through this Pisces reading without any more distractions? Jeez. All right. I don't even remember what we were talking about, but we're going to close it up. We're going to close it up with an angel message, Pisces. It's just like, that's life. You got to go with the flow. You got to flow with those punches. You know what I mean? And work toward the goal of fulfillment, safety, and security. All right. So what do the angels have to add? Retreat. Retreat from those old ways of thinking, retreat from the old ways of doing things, and take the time for yourself to really figure out what you want, what you're working toward, and then come up with that action plan to work toward that. Right? Retreat from these people, these situations that have been taking from you. Examine the truth, learn from the truth, gain wisdom from the truth, and find your fulfillment in that unconditional love, Pisces. I'm wishing you an amazing August. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Thank you for dealing with the interruptions. I love you guys. Namaste and God bless.